Hey guys, Kimberly Fox here. This is the second series of our breathing drills for kettlebell sport. So I'm going to go over some additional drills to help strengthen your ability to brace during movements. So these breathing drills are good for kettlebell sport, but they're also good for a lot of other exercises where you're moving loads. It's not just specific to kettlebell sport. So the first one we're going to go over, I'm going to review the proper way to breathe in the brace. So I'm going to have Jake, my husband here, who's demonstrating lay down. So he's going to lay down on his back. Okay, so the first part here, you want to make sure you're pulling down your rib cage. Okay, we're going to pull down our shoulders and then focus on only belly breathing. Okay, when you're belly breathing, you want to make sure you're pulling all the way down through the back part of the spine. If somebody stuck their hands underneath here, you should feel pressure being exerted as they're inhaling. So we don't want to just have pressure into the front, but also into the back. So the next part is that we're going to practice pressurizing while on our back. So he's going to do a nice big belly breath with the rib cage pulled down, and then he's going to bear into it, kind of like when you're trying to poop. So brace, and then we should feel a nice brace through the back as well. The next step is to breathe through the brace. So he's going to inhale, hold the brace, and practice slowly inhaling and exhaling while holding the brace. Okay? Inhale, exhale, holding that brace. Good job, good job. All right. So to take this up a step to increase the strength of your belly breathing, we're going to go ahead and put him into a dead bug pose. So he's going to raise his knees up. So he's going to keep his knees at 90 degrees and his feet flexed. Shoulders are going to be pulled down away from his ears, and then hands are going to be above his chest, like he's trying to hug a big tree. So he's going to do his belly breath, inhale, and then hold it, bear down, brace. So he should be nice and tight through his back, full, okay, good brace. If you wanted to then make this more difficult, he would breathe through the brace. So inhaling and exhaling while holding this nice tight brace. And then an addition could be moving the arms and limbs away from the body. So alternating arm and leg, or leg singularly and alternating. But until you're really good at holding the brace, I wouldn't add in any limb movements. So to check to make sure, and to also help cue the person when they're doing their brace, we like to use a band. So you're going to take this band and you're going to place it under the lower part of their back. And the goal here is that we're going to put some light pressure on the band, or light stretch on the band, and they're going to hold their brace and hold the band in place. So if they release the brace or they're not bracing correctly, then the band will release and let go. Okay, so they're going to raise up, and I'm going to put this under the smallest part of their spine, basically where the arch is. So he's going to go back into his dead bug pose. Dead bug pose, shoulders are still on the ground. We're going to have our knees at 90 degrees, feet flex, and he's going to go ahead and belly breathe and hold a brace down tight. And while he's doing that, we're going to put pressure onto the band. So right now I'm stretching the band, and he's holding the band in place. So we'll have them do this for just 5 or 6 breaths, and then you'll tell them to relax. You'll release the tension on the band, and then do it again. So if they release their brace while we're pulling pressure on the band should release. So go ahead and hold your brace. So we have tension on the band. If he was to release his brace, the band will release. Okay, so it's just a good cue for them to be able to recognize doing pressure, 360-degree pressure, rather than only breathing through the front of their belly, and to really do full belly breaths when they are holding this brace. So that's the one drill. The next drill we're going to go over, I call a band punch. So in this particular drill, you're going to be holding a brace while a band or some type of resistance is trying to pull you sideways or rotate you to the side. So, scoot down to the end, please. There you go, that's good. That's good. So we're going to take this band. He's going to hold the band in the center of his chest. And I'm going to take and I'm going to put pressure on the band. Okay, so I'm stretching the band towards me and just holding it. Now all he's going to do, he's going to inhale into his belly, brace, and now he's going to punch his arms away from his body and then bring it back in slowly. So the goal here is that you're holding the brace while moving your arms and limbs away from your body. The band is trying to rotate him this way and he's resisting it. by holding the brace, not necessarily by holding his hands in the center. So we'll do this for about 20 reps, and then they'll rest and do it same thing from the other direction, and then 2 to 3 sets. So let's go ahead and have you turn to the side so they can see you from the side. Okay, same thing, I'm going to hold tension. Okay, and now he's going to punch away. The slower you go on these, the harder it is, and the more intense it is. So the real goal here is that I'm stabilizing when my arms are the farthest away from my body. Because when I bring my arms back in, that's kind of the rest position. Nice neutral spine. Nice tension through the body. And rest. So that's it. If you have any other questions, please comment below the video and I will get back to them. And you guys have a good weekend.